for the Pullman community as well.
Last month, a building malfunction led to a flood in the Kimbrough Music Building here on the Pullman campus. I spoke with music students here at WSU about the incident.
And a guy comes and grabs me and he goes, "Are you aware that it's like raining from the ceiling?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, where?"
The WSU School of Music was hosting the High School Choral Festival when a sprinkler malfunctioned, causing flooding in Kimbrough.
There was a lot of water on the first floor.
McKenna Wagner, a TA and grad student in the vocal department, was the festival manager that day.
I was told something was going on, and as I was running those floors, I heard a sound and I assumed it was the sprinkler, but I didn't see the sprinkler actively going off.
Most of the damage was like to the building itself, like the ground, the ceiling. If you are in the basement, you can see like some of the ceiling tiles like have staining from the water.
After speaking to fire marshals who responded, Wagner says the cause of the malfunction is still undetermined.
I think the reason it happened partially was because it's an old building. Like the sprinkler system shouldn't have done that when there was no visible fire or smoke. I think that we now know where to move things if it happens, but I don't know how confident I am in the building itself.
They got lucky with the outcome. However, music students like Mackenzie Jacobs are fearful of this happening again, raising questions regarding funding.
I don't know budget-wise what they're going to do to fix it or how much money they're allotting to fix it. Yeah. Oh, it could have been so much worse. Especially if the band camp work going on. Imagine all of the instruments that could have gotten water in them and been completely damaged. Our pianos, we have so many of them. If they were to have been damaged beyond repair, that would have been absolutely devastating for this building.
Because of security concerns in the past, rumors began to spread about how the flood started.
Obviously, there were a lot of young students and high schoolers on campus. There were rumors that someone might have thrown a shoe, that someone might have accidentally hit the sprinkler with a euphonium.
After a string of thefts in the building last year, upgrades like security cameras were proposed.
Theft is an issue in the music building, especially since we have such expensive instruments, and since all of us, or many of us, are students here. Obviously, we have expensive equipment, instruments, computers, laptops of our own that we want to be sure are safe all the time. And it would be nice if we had cameras for those events of theft and also of potential vandalism.
But Jacob says the school mostly just cracked down on locking doors due to a lack of funding for cameras, which raises concerns for the future of the building in the case of more events like these.
I realized that deciding where to put money is hard. I'm just glad that it didn't affect the upper floors, which are the newish floors. But that's probably also why these floors were affected, is because they're the older building.